My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast, where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in today. You know, I am very grateful and appreciative of each and every one of you coming back and listening to these shows, offering your many ways of support, whether it's via email or instant messaging or DMs or whatever it is. I thank you very much for your support over the few years that I've been doing this. This has not been an overnight type thing. I've been building this up for quite some time. So we're going to get into our show today. So, as you know, we are still in this customer-centric approach. And as we are taking a look at this, again, I'm going to come from my customer service experience. And one of the things that allowed me or encouraged me to become more, to want more, to become better, was the ability to problem solve on my own without reading a script line by line, word for word, every single time. Because sometimes the script does not always answer the question. A script does not always get someone the solution that is required. And I can recall a few times, even though I did go off script and I was actually audited about it, and there were moments where it actually worked against me. But as I was in my meeting talking about me being off script, they said, Maurice, that was the best thing you could have done. But the script, it is what it is. So I understand that the script is necessary, if you will, to be or have one voice amongst a few people in a customer service space. Trust me, I totally understand that. You want everyone speaking the same language because everyone is not savvy enough to answer the question, to get to a resolution, because sometimes the script can be too wordy-gurdy and it can make things a little difficult to handle, because you can start to feel the frustration from the customer, if you will. So one of the things that I'm referring to is, are you equipped or are you equipping those customer-facing staff with tools, with the proper training, and even sometimes just a little bit of authority to solve the customer problems, that they can make the decision that prioritizes customer satisfaction. Every job is not in a position to do that. You can't do that. And like I say, I understand that. But when you have individuals that are in front of customers and you would like customer satisfaction, how are you handling that? How are you dealing with that? Are you allowing your employees or yourself the opportunity to handle the customer where they are okay? So here's the reason why I said okay, right? Because you can't make things up where you can't over deliver on something, right? You can't you can't overpromise anything where you can't deliver. And I think that's what happens sometimes. We get caught up in trying to be better than that. We put out all these expectations and are not able to satisfy the basic stuff. But here are some things to think about as you're trying to empower, your frontline employees, for them to maybe get away from the, oh, hold on for a second, I need this piece of paper. I can't read from, I cannot read from something else. I have to read from this line right here. I can't go off, off the top of my head. I need to stay in this pocket. Are you enabling them or empowering them to maneuver a little differently? Again, that's not always easy to do. That's not always easy to do. And I hope that, we understand as business owners and or as employees, that even though this is something that we would like to do, but the brand is important. What we are known for is important. So as much as we would like to empower you, or for those of us that like to be empowered, sometimes we have to think of it from the brand perspective, and will the brand be protected, if you will, in that situation? So, and also let's think of it like this too, as the employee, right? If your supervisor empowers you to go off script a little bit, please try to stay in a position that you are truly answering the customer's request, and not promise anything that you can't, one, deliver on, and or number two, that was going to cost your company some type of backlash, whether it's a hit on the reputation, whether it's a financial situation. Understand that these things, being these borders, these lines, are in place for a reason. And not just from a company perspective, even for you, because in some ways, if some of us feel too empowered and we go too off script, because of the industry, the way the world is right now, where everyone is looking for something more and they're willing to go a legal route, you want to prepare yourself or protect yourself from that position. So that's why, I say on these shows often enough, like, hey, this is just my ideas, my thoughts, but it is not a total way to run your organization. So even as I'm talking about empowering employees, or you even feeling empowered yourself, I'm also stating, hey, you know what? Pay attention to what's going on, so that way you do not run the risk of losing money one way or the other. But hopefully you can feel empowered and come to a place where you feel as though you can be a decision maker, have some type of authority, if you will, to ensure that the customers' satisfaction is high on the priority list. Keep in mind that each and every one of us has to grow. We all have to learn. We all have to understand the parameters that we're working in. Even individuals that we feel as though have all the power in the world, they still have a box that they have to stay in. But even within that box, do they feel empowered? Do they, are they able to see at the end of the day a customer smile? So for myself, even though I was outside of the box of, again, just coming out of the script, if you will, being, hey, in order for this to happen, you have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, versus, hey, maybe we can go to line number 6, because the first 5, the customer just stated they've already done these other 5. So staying with the script does not mean I have to run down the whole script again. So let's understand that empowering employees is important, because they take ownership of their position. They take ownership of what they're doing, and they can take more pride in what they're accomplishing, which ultimately leads to a positive customer satisfaction. Thank you very much for listening today. Please continue to follow me on social media, Maurice D. Chisholm Sr., on all social media platforms. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Chisholm Group LLC and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work, or will it?
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Wells Fargo presents one of the surest ways to grow your money. A Wells Fargo CD account, where you can earn a 5.00% annual percentage yield on an 11-month term with a minimum opening deposit of $5,000. Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/CD rates to open a CD account and start growing your savings with us.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.